Hey y'all, this is Cindy. I'm the Tireless Tangler, and you've arrived at day 87 of the 100 Days of Zentangle Project 2019. Thank you all so much for making this journey the fantastic, wonderful success that it has been. I am thrilled, and I just feel like this project is going to be repeated by people for a long time in the future. It's such a timeless type of a thing that people can use for inspiration. So thank you all so much for being here. Today's tangle is called Noom, repus. It is by Zentangle. It is by Maria Thomas. And let me show you how this goes. Now I will tell you, this tangle can be intimidating. It's a little scary. So let's do it, and hopefully we'll all figure it out together. Noom starts with some simple open S shapes. And you're going to, whoops, there I go getting larger again. You're going to layer these so that the start of one happens in the well of the downstroke of the one before. Yes? Now, I'm going to suggest something that is a little bit out of order with the step out, and that's something that on this tangle seems to help me not get so confused. And that is, I'm going to join these up. Well, I'll show you what we're going to do. So we're going to join this point and this point up with another S shape, going the other direction like this, okay? And then we're going to bring this tip down, and we're going to do one of these things like we have done in all of Tomas Padros's patterns. Like this, okay? And I like to do this step first because it makes the rest of it a little bit less scary for me. Now, you can see why it's important to leave a little space. But you're just going to make a backwards S shape. Make a little point on the end and black that little point in. All right, and repeat. So your backward S stroke, and fill in your little triangles. Yes? Now, in the official step out, this step is last. But because of how busy this gets once you add the next couple of steps, this step is just easier for me to see when I do it second. So you may save this step for later, or you can do it as I do the second thing, okay? Now, you're going to want to start at the end, and you're going to want to follow the curve of the S point like this, and you're going to draw a curved line that ends on the midpoint right here. Okay, let me show you. So you've got a sort of a little teardrop shape there, okay? And then you're going to repeat from the midpoint to the midpoint, basically, or approximately, on each one of these. Yeah? And so, you know, okay? Now, turn your tile or your paper 180 degrees around, and you're going to once again follow the tip and the curve of the S shape to about midpoint, and forgive me for that, and then repeat with these little hops to the midpoint like this. Yes. Like that. And we're going to be doing that and all that. Okay? So this is Noom. Let's quickly look at shading. Not exactly sure how I'm going to fit this into our pattern today, but we're going to find out. And it'll be entertaining, won't it, guys? All right, so the obvious places to shade would be at your points. And you can also shade along this line. Now, for me, I'm going to bring my graphite on the outside here and switch over about midpoint and go under here. Let's see how that works. We'll see. And again, if this is small and in a small space, this may not work as well. In which case, that's not bad. The other thing, the other way you could handle this is just to put graphite at your points and to leave the middles free. Let's see how that looks. And you would just blend up into it and fade out gently. So that the majority of your graphite is down at the point. Like that. Also, it occurs to me to shade right here where it looks as though this first line is going beneath. That is something we have also done quite a bit of. And I think I will probably go in the pattern for this, or I don't know, we're going to find out when we get there, because I haven't decided yet. We'll see what we can fit in here. Noom. All right, let's put it right here next to Cruffle. I'm not intentionally going in order, but I don't care. It's all going to turn out all right. All right, let's see if I've got the right pen. I do. I am just going to start from one end and try to sort of do this number, and we're going to find out what happens. It's going to be interesting. Got another one of these spots down here, don't I? Alright, so we're going to do I didn't quite leave enough room on that for the other side, but we're going to work it out. Oops. And I'm doing my get bigger as I go thing. I know one of you understands that. Thanks for your comment. All right, that'll work. Let's find out. Let's finish this part. And then I may put another one straight across. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and do my little inner thing. If you want to start with the outer bumps, you can do that. That's no big. And it can be a little bit intimidating to get that middle, this part that I'm doing now. Just remember it's a backwards S, so start with your point opposite. And just a gentle curve in so that you encompass both points. Just like that. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to put in my little triangles. See if we can bump in a little bit here. And right there, the coolness starts. Okay. And feel free to just adjust that to fit your space and your lines. Remember, there is no right and no wrong in Zentangle. There is only where the lines take you, and if you can reach the point, a little lint in there, if you can reach the point where you can accept that it is going to be what it's going to be and you should just go with it, you will all of a sudden relax and enjoy art in a way that you never have before. All right, so I'm going to start at the point of the S, follow that curve up to the midpoint here, okay? Trust the pattern. If something doesn't look right, relax. If you get it what you consider to be wrong, relax more. All right, I'm going to leave this in this position, but know that for you, I want you to turn your workspace 180 degrees upside down. This will be much easier. So you're going to start at the place where your S down here bows out and go to the midpoint here, okay? And that one won't show all of the way. But trust your pattern. And if you do something that is outside of what you wanted to do, that's about as nicely as I can put the no mistake thing. That's okay. See if it's something that you can work with. And don't ever, please don't ever throw your tiles that you've started away. If they're not what you want them to be, that is okay. Sorry, I frequently get distracted by the squares over, and I'm gonna really have some white jelly roll work to do in here, aren't I? All right. I kind of like this. But it's just a little bit too blank down there for me. So I'm just going to put a line straight across. And let's see. Then I'm going to join up and add my triangles. I really love this step. I think it looks very cool. Okay, and now I'm going to follow the curve of my S right to the midpoint, a little hump, the midpoint. There. I'll do that. Now, I might do something with the negative space here and maybe not, but we'll see. I'm very tempted, embellishment-wise, to add some auras here. So I'm going to regret this probably, but I'm going to do it anyway and see how it turns out. I kind of like it. Let's keep going. You're going to try things that don't work out for you sometimes, and that's okay. But as I tell you guys all the time, I learned if I just finish, if I just make myself finish, even though I think something is not salvageable, if I just finish, sometimes I shock myself with how good things turn out. So, you know, if you want to try something, do. It is not the end of the world if it does not work out the way you wanted it to. And that is okay. This is going to be interesting when I'm done. Not sure my arid idea was... I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm just not sure I have the room to really make it work for me here. And I'm definitely wiggling today. But I kind of like, well, except for the craziness over here, I kind of like the effect. And these aren't strictly auras because I'm starting them. That one's an aura. I guess they're auras. Just depends. All right. So I'm going to aura that one, leave this one plain. It's not really plain, is it? But I'm going to do this here. I'm pretty sure that embellishing is something that almost everybody loves doing. So let your creativity go on this. Really have fun. Just, if you think something might look good, just go with it and find out. And if it doesn't work out so well, then you'll know for the next time, won't you? Ooh, now I'm going to aura this. I guess we'll have a partial one right there. Yeah, and that gives it a completely different look. So, this is Noom or Noom repus, depending on who you're talking to. And the Step Out by Zentangle has both. And repus is in parentheses. Let's shade this and be done for another day. And start with that. I think I will blend as I go today, just because I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how effective that was. I needed to do just one side, I think. Yeah, probably so. Okay. Well, this is not exciting me at all today. I sort of outsmarted myself here. Well, I may take all of this graphite off and start over. I have made a really big mess here, but before we jump to conclusions, let's do some blending, because I surprise myself sometimes. Other times, I don't. Don't forget to give these black areas a second to dry after you lay them down before you blend, or you will just spread the love. I have no words of wisdom today. I'm just all pithied out. So y'all lay some wisdom on me today. What do you have to say? Okay, you know what? This needs some help. I don't know what I'm going to do to it, but I'm going to do something. I may black it. I just don't know. But I'm not happy with the way the shading went. And I'm going to try not to. I'm definitely taking some of this graphite out here. Anyway, that'll be for me and off camera to do. And we are done for today. Let's take a look. I like this version a lot better. So we're going to see what happens. All right, guys, that's day 87 in the books. Thank you for being with me today, and I will see you tomorrow for day 88.